Hey everybody, it is Friday if you're watching this live. Hello, hello, wherever you are. and sun's gonna be up pretty soon. Comes up later and later as the winter starts setting in here in the Pacific Northwest. And this morning I have something kind of cool. I think you'll like it. There's one thing that I noticed. I had a great session with somebody yesterday that's going to start up with me now, and really good plans to shift some big chronic physical conditions, but also what came up in her intro session. I do an intro session before I see people for long-term sessions for packages. And what came up was she wanted to really get how to be what you ever want to call a wizard, a witch, an angel, somebody that can just do things in the energetic way, and then people can be happy. You know, people's lives can be better just because of her presence. And I really saw it in her. And of course, if you looked at what happened through her life, so there's some big challenges, right? Of course. And the challenges then have led her to this place where, well, this is what she's supposed to do. This is what she's supposed to do. And, I have my own version of those kind of stories and why I do what I do. And I'm sure you do too, and it might be you're in the middle of a bunch of challenges. And this morning, I get up and I do hour and a half, 2 hours of meditation and matrix energetics and letting go process, peace process, very deep inner looking work every morning. And it's a lot of work. And I, one of my coaches this week said, what would you do if it was like ending, like say, you come to the end of your life kind of thing, and you knew it was about to happen. And I said, I would still make videos. I'd still publish. I'd be still doing it. It's just something that I ever since about a year ago, when I started doing these almost daily videos, I realized this is really something it's something I need to do. But this morning, what I got was, this is going to be fun. I'm going to make today fun. You know how sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh, this is going to be a really fun day. And you have all sorts of stuff planned. Or sometimes you've achieved some goals, some really big goals. And it's like, you're looking to achieve some really big goals. And the thing that comes out of what you really want is like, wow, if I had this, I'd be so happy. I'd be so happy. Whether it's a big health concern, like an autoimmune condition that you got over, and you got your health back, and then you got your life back, and then you got to do what you really want to do in life. And if you think about it, when you're still dealing in the mess, and you haven't gotten to the blessing part, you think, man, if I just get here, I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy. And so one thing to consider, of course, and we've all heard this, is a certain thing that you can get deep inside your awareness, of course, is that, at some point we're going to, our physical bodies are going to die. And when Gale Sayers was about to die, one of his friends, Eric Dickerson, another football player, said, Gale, are you scared? And he goes, yeah, I'm scared, man. I've never done this before. I've never died before, as far as he knew, right? Whether you believe about reincarnation or anything, it's like, if you don't remember it, it's like, it's a scary thing. There's going to be a time when it's like your physical body's not here, at least this one. And so, of course, if you think about that, you think, well, I better have today be a pretty fun day. It's like, you can kind of start to mentally get it like, yeah, I need to make this fun. But what if you really made a decision to make it a fun day? Like, even if you haven't got to where you want to go with your health or your life or your happiness, what if you could make it really fun every little step? And so, like, my boys, Ben and Baden, and my wife, Jen, I've got a lot of goals for the family, a lot of goals. And we want to save the world. We want to educate the world about all sorts of stuff that could help with their health, stuff that we found that helped us get over really chronic autoimmune and other conditions and bone pain and depression and anxiety. We've solved it for ourselves. And it's part of it's what we do to help other people get what they want. And And so we're working really hard to get this healing work, this healing message out to the world. Something I'm going to be releasing in a couple of days. It should be about 2 days. I got something really new and cool coming. But right now, what I decided was, man, even before it all comes to be, you know, where this message gets out to the world in a big way and people get real information about healing that they can use. And it's not just like, you know, doctoring it up and saying, well, we'll give you this drug and we'll, you know, you can just manage it. You can't cure it, but you can keep taking our drugs and you can keep doing our supplements and you can keep just having this life that's not working, but we'll keep being with you. You know, if you know, we want to give people the other way out of this thing because we've solved so much for ourselves, but it's a lot of work. But this morning I thought, you know, I'm going to make today fun. Like, you know, why so serious all the time? You know, my little boys, Ben and Baden, they make everything fun. And so how about during this work that I'm doing, making it fun every single day? So I have a little exercise for us here today, and you can try it if you like. And what you can do is I'm going to hit this little thing. And what you can do, it's a very ancient meditation. You can do it with your breath too. Of course, it's going to come, it's going to be a sound, and there's no sound right now. And there's going to be a sound. And then the sound's going to wax and then wane, kind of like the moon. It's going to come up to a big full moon, and then it's going to go away. And then in between, there's silence. And so it's kind of like if you're throwing a ball, it'll go up, and it just a split second, it's not going up and it's not going down, and then it'll go down, and it's not going up and it's not going down. In that in between, what you can do is you can notice the in between. Now, what is that going to do? You're going to notice the space between the waxing and the waning, kind of like your breath, the in and then the out, and then the in and then the out. And if you take the time right now and actually do this, you can notice the space. Now, you're not trying to do anything in that space. You're just keeping your attention on it. Let's try it and see what you notice. And I'll tell you why this is so valuable. Got this from my really good friend, doctor in San Diego, really cool guy, MD, did lots of clinical research and also saw clients, head of one of the big departments at UCSD. And it's a whole nother story. He had so much wisdom. I'll hopefully see him when I'm in San Diego this week. So here goes. I've noticed the space in between the sounds. I don't know if you can hear it. It's a nice rain outside right now. You might not be able to hear it. In the space, just notice the space. So there's a space between stuff, right? Like between all the sounds, there's a space. All the sounds are kind of sitting in a space, right? Isn't that cool? Wouldn't it be cool to notice that space from time to time? I love doing stuff like this. So, so I wonder what it would be like just to make a decision that today's going to be fun. There we go. Yeah, isn't that cool? It's so easy to try to do stuff. And of course, you got to go do stuff. Maybe that's what we're here to do, like being human. And you got all sorts of plans. And when I see people for the intro session, the Healthy, Happy, and Whole Breakthrough session, and we get really clear on what they really want and what it would really do for their health and their life and everything else, and what's in the way, and then we get a plan. There's a lot of stuff to start to do, of course. But what would it be like? Wouldn't it be cool that every step of the way there was a noticing the space, but having a decision that I'm going to be happy today. Yeah, there we go. You can feel it, right? Like it's palpable. The space between the spaces, space. You know, like if you're singing a song, if you're hearing your favorite song, I love my this one artist, Misty Flowers, and she has a way to have the perfect space between the notes. And in that space, there's some real magic that happens. It's in all the traditions. Be still and know that I am God. It's in all that. It's in everything. The quantum physics. Oh, there it is. You can feel it, right? Like you can really feel it. And of course, your mind starts to want to do the next thing. But every so often, you can catch yourself from doing the next thing and just go, hang on a second. That. Isn't that cool? I worked with another client yesterday, and she's really getting the law of attraction kind of thing. It's like, but on a real level, like she's realizing, you know, she is a healer and a great healer, great healer, and she's realizing that her job is really cool because her job is to be happy. That's her job because her mere presence and people, something happens. Let's try this one last time. Because one of these times, the sound's not going to come back, kind of like this life. So wouldn't it be cool to notice it right now? Here goes. Ready? Yeah. So, man, so maybe it would be cool to notice it and not be thinking so much. So while we're here, we have a really fun time. So hope you're having a great Friday. If you're on my email list, you're going to be getting an email with this link, and let me know how it goes. Let me know, and welcome to our world.